In this process, one of the main learning points is listening. True listening, taken to perfection, taken to a science and an art and an experience. Together with the art of speaking, of expressing, of creating artwork through telling stories. Some people sometimes tell stories and other people other times listen. Hopefully, some will tell a story and the other will listen at the same time, and then later the others will tell a story and yet others will listen. And it's natural distribution of these roles can happen by themselves. The more the ability of listening develops, the more the stories will be received. The more the art of telling the stories will develop, the easier the listening will become, the more joyful and the more fruitful. This is why a major part of the ongoing Superevent is the continuous, artful, elegant, strategic and many-sided and beautiful development of the process of communication. The process of expression, the process of impression. The process of sharing together our finest moments, our best material. One way this sharing process will take place is by using all the existing communication tools to their potential. We can use the photographs, the videos, the essays, the GIFs, the stories, every one of the memes and the reports and the perspectives and sets of data. Everything existing in the history of literature until now can have benefit on the process. And we can also have benefit of other versions of them. We don't have to know what the versions will be. This will be played out in the scenario. But what we do know is that we have the option of sharing the best ideas we have for scenarios which can be as good as possible for all the people actually involved in the scenario. So this is a peculiar, particular and highly interesting branch of knowledge which it is especially interesting for us collectively to examine, because this is the kind of knowledge which is well adjusted for the open collective sharing. Other kinds of knowledge and strategies and ideas which would create win-lose scenarios would be controversial and perhaps painful to share openly. But the kind of information which seeks true all-win scenarios will have as its litmus test the fact that it will in fact work to share it openly. So if the best ideas regarding a certain plan is to be openly shared, and if this works, to tell the whole truth with nothing being hidden, then this is a sign that we are probably dealing with a genuine win-win solution. While if it turns out to be difficult to share openly all the relevant information, this would be a sign that the scenario needs improvement. So here we are talking about a potential for something we could call polytopian scenarios. This is a word for scenarios which are in actual fact experienced as utopian success stories by everyone, or as close to everyone as possible. In other words, the practical realization of utilitarian consequent ethics. If we are in fact aiming towards polytopian scenarios, then we have the incentives to be completely open, transparent, honest and reasonable in the entire communication process which is flowing forward. We can share openly all our thoughts, all our concerns, all our best ideas during the process. Listening, expressing, learning.